Good morning, it's 3 AM. It's pretty quiet at work. So I'm going to make a quick video and let you know what I bought the other day. I'm currently building a Raspberry Pi called the Flux Capacitor, which is the Raspberry Pi built into a replica flux capacitor that I'm making. And it's going really well. I'm taking a break for it at the minute, but I was on the Pi Hut. The Pi Hut is a fantastic website. The Pi Hut and Pi Moroni are great websites for focus. There we go. Great websites for Raspberry Pi bits and pieces. While I was on there, there was a thing saying, "Oh, we have some new stock in." And I'm like, "Cool." I go on there, and they had a. Well, I'll explain in a minute. But basically, I went on there to buy something that they said is new, and it had a pre-order button on there. It wasn't actually available yet, and I was like, oh man, that sucks, because I really wanted that. So I went on Amazon just to see how expensive it would be, and it turns out it's super cheap. So I bought one. I bought this. Now, very quick bit of backstory. When I was in secondary school, I either found or stole a padlock. It was in the props department when I was doing theatre studies, and they had the padlock there. They had other bits and pieces there. So I was just walking around with this padlock, and there was other little props that, you know, I just basically pocketed. And I was like, I wonder how easy it is to pick a padlock. And it wasn't a cheap lock, and it wasn't an expensive lock, but it wasn't like a Christmas cracker lock either. It was a fairly decent padlock. And I had one of my sister's hair slides, like a hairpin, the little brown ones with the little bits on the end, pulled the little rubber bit off the end, and a mechanical screwdriver. And I taught myself how to pick the lock. I didn't know anything about it. I just figured it out. But that was nearly 22 years ago. So I saw one of these on the Pi Hut, and it's still up for pre-order. I don't think they're selling it yet. And it was just this bit and the lockpicking bit. And I thought, you know what? I fancy getting one of them because I buy dumb stuff on the internet. I'm a nightmare. I can't go on the Pi Hut. I can't go on Amazon or eBay because I end up buying dumb stuff. But this, I was like, yeah, well, I fancy that. So I bought myself a lockpicking kit. I haven't opened it yet. I don't really know what's in it. I didn't really look at the descriptions. I'm assuming these are I think they're called rakes. Like, I don't even know much about lockpicking. Over the years, I've seen people talk about it on YouTube and whatnot. There's hundreds of YouTube videos out there, but I haven't picked a lock for like 21, 22 years, and that was a lock that I've only ever picked the one lock, and it was the lock that I had myself. If ever I need to do anything, since I just get the bolt cutters and just cut the thing. So I thought this was interesting. I've got a padlock and I've got a barrel lock for a door. So I'm just going to see what's in this thing, and then I thought I might chronicle myself learning how to lockpick, seeing as I've got some downtime in my current Raspberry Pi build. So let's have a look and see what, I think this was £16. It's not overly expensive. The Pi Hut one was considerably cheaper, but you only got the one thing. Alright, so we've got a little... Alright, first of all, what have we got here? User guide. Okay. Oh, colour. Telling you the... Oh, and it's in French. So the English part would be here. Okay, tells you how locks work. I haven't got a bump lock. This is the only thing it didn't have, is a bump lock. But it has got a set of... Yeah, rakes. There you go. Rakes. Different names for it. This is all purpose, obviously this is all educational. I don't intend on using this at all. Yeah. So these are the rakes, I guess, the picks. Are they called picks? I'm assuming they're rake. The verb is to pick, but the things themselves are rakes, even though a rake is also a verb. Oh god, right. So these are this is what I was using the precision screwdriver for, to turn the thing. Okay, so we've got 3, it looks like, of those. Cool. And we've got another one, which is kind of what I was using. I was using it like this. So you can essentially bend the screwdriver, which is what I did. Bent it, and then you put it in and then turn the lock with it. So cool, I guess. And then these, oh no, hang on, got a fourth. No, fifth. Got 5 of these. Okay, that looks interesting. It's also out of focus. There we go. Yeah, oh, it's still out of focus, okay. Okay, I'll just stay down here. Alright, yep, so we've got 5 of those. And then these are they've got nice handles on them as well, like little plastic handles. I mean, they look nice. I don't know what any of these are for, but these ones seems to be longer than these, or are these that? No, they're all the same length, okay. I mean, they look the business. I mean, even if I end up not being able to pick any locks, like, what lock is that picking? Some Disney lock. Even if I can't pick any locks, you know, at least I'll look the part. Okay, so we've got, oh, let's put these in. So I've got 5 sort of like, I don't even know what these things are called, Jimmy bars, I don't know. And some rakes. Okay, cool. What else is in this box? Oh, okay. Perspex lock and a key. And we've got the barrel. Yeah, and that's all that's in there. That's the rest of that is empty. So let's start with the barrel lock. This would be like in a door. So all you would see is that bit. Okay. Yep. And that's not ever going to focus, is it? Let's try again. Getting that out of the way. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a little spring-mounted pins, I guess. Doesn't look like I can change anything. I think it's set because it's all encased in a one-piece acrylic, like a molded thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that does, but I'll figure that out. That's in a nice little plastic box. In fact, I could use. I'm already looking at these plastic boxes, thinking, could I stick a Raspberry Pi in it? And also, that might have made that flux capacitor a little bit easier, but it would have had these bits on. Nah, maybe not. I like what I've built, and obviously the keys for that. Comes with 2 keys. What we got here? Same again. Clear perspex padlock. I mean, it's fairly. It's a solid thing. It's not plastic at all. It is really solid and spring mounted. Huh. Well, I mean, that's a nice presentation box, actually. Like, I'm actually surprised. I thought it was just going to be like in a bubble wrap jiffy bag. I didn't expect it like that. That's, you know, above and beyond. So yeah, let's just see what this stuff's called. Alright. English 1, so there's 9 pages, essentially. Lock for a coffer. Money tin. Key card lock. Bump lock. Lock for an automobile. Okay. The contents is for reference and shall not be used for other purposes. Absolutely. I'm never going to apply this knowledge to the real world. It's purely for these. Scout's Honor. Okay, yep. And then it just goes straight into it. It's like, look, here are the type of... Oh, the torque wrench. That's it. Torque wrench tool, not Jimmy bars. Learn about 7 lock tools, which have 17 shapes. Generally, different tools are used for opening different locks, or multiple tools are used for opening a lock. It's easier to open the padlocks by waveform. Okay, yeah, this is going to need way more research than in this book, because they're already using terms that I'm not quite sure. And then it just like goes straight in. Look, hold the lock in your left hand, act the force on the wrench with 1 or 2 fingers. Okay. Position of the pins, yep. You need to practice for many times. Oh, where is this thing from? Does it have a made in China? Okay. Okay, so I've had a look, and I've looked up Even Tools, and I can see it's made in China, but I'm still not quite sure where this originates. I just bought it on Amazon, but I'm still not quite sure where it's from. Anyway, looking at the English, it's Interesting. You need to practice for many times. When it is used for the first time, you may need to find how long you can still need to open the lock. However, through practice for several times, you can open the lock within 1 or 2 seconds, and you need not look at the pins and the padlock during the opening. By then, you can learn how to open other locks. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to have to read it, but also, you know, read it. You know what I mean? Like, read it and then kind of decipher it. Alright. Once I get this autofocus sorted out, there we go. After you're familiar with the padlock opening skill, Eventronic will have a series of products ready for your challenge and enclose unlocking instruction for higher precision locks. I didn't see any of that on sale. And it's just, again, I'm not quite sure. So it's eventools.com, but Eventronic. Make work more convenient. I mean, it's a lockpick kit. What? Do you work somewhere where you maybe would have no pockets for keys? Or are you doing the kind of work where you would have to bust open locks? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm thinking of putting this in a new playlist. Just called The PickWizard Learns How to Lockpick. Or The Lockwizard. Or The PickWizard. Something stupid. Anyway, yeah, that's part 1. Me unboxing this stuff and being fairly impressed with the packaging, frankly. Alright, cool. Peace.